We'll get to the bad. Is somebody getting me that Ellen stuff before we get to the bad? But
I have
first,
it in front of me. I can, you know.
You have it in front of you? Okay, terrific. All right, we'll get to that in a second. This is really great. Mark Blyth, frequent TMBS guest. He'll be back on again soon. The brilliant Scottish professor that we all love. Has always had an incredibly interesting and heterodox opinion on Brexit and is one of the most astute analysts of the failures of modern neoliberal parties. Here he is on what's happening in the UK right now.
Was this guy, Jeremy. See, nobody quite understands what's really driving Jeremy, because Jeremy was never meant to be leader. So he really is Bran. Right? He's Bran the Broken. But he's also Cersei Lannister. And here's why. He survived 2 serious coup attempts to get rid of him. The last resort is to try and say that everything a guy who never wanted to be Prime Minister, who's a career backbencher, an internationalist, a committed socialist, right? He himself is a committed, lifelong anti-racist, is actually someone who hates Jews. That's how low they will go to try and get rid of this guy, right? And it's not working. It's not working at all. He is a survivor. Now, ask yourself the question, does he really want to be Prime Minister? It's a shit job. And it's going to be an even more crappy job after Brexit, picking up the pieces. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, if the Brits want to do it, fine. I don't care. The Brits leave, the Scots are gone. I'm all right. I don't care, right? Now, and in 5 years' time, what will happen is they'll survive, right? The notion of, like, if you don't live in the EU, like, you know, the spaceships will come down and the devil will come in. No, it's not true, right? You'll be fine. But there will be 2 to 3 to 5 years where it's going to hurt, right? Simple as that. Now, why would you want to be Prime Minister during that period? Well, he doesn't. What would a career backbencher, internationalist, anti-racist socialist who's lived in Parliament from the time of Thatcher really want to do? Destroy the Conservative Party. And they have strapped a bomb to their chest called Brexit. And Jeremy's thing is, oh, let me see if I can help you tick that down. Shall we have negotiations that will be totally pointless? Shall we talk for 6 months about possible deals? Well, I piss off 2/3 of my own party that really want a second referendum. And this might cause me to lose my job as the leader of the party? Yeah, because I want to see that thing blow up. Because I might destroy the party of Margaret Thatcher. That's what this is really all about. So what happens is Boris will deliver a hard Brexit. Because that's what Boris would do.
This is amazing. I love that. I think that's a very compelling hot take. Mark Blyth brings them. I buy it. I'm not 100% convinced, but I buy it as plausible. And I would just say once again, though, even if we took the other view, which I tend to take, that actually Jeremy Corbyn does want to be Prime Minister and he does want to put in place this really incredible innovative thinking that he and McDonnell are putting forward on everything from the work week to worker ownership to a Green New Deal and other incredible proposals, which get very little focus except if it's the Financial Times having a heart attack because of all of the good the Labour Party will do for real people. If we take that argument, then we look at the fact that Jeremy Corbyn has put on the table a temporary government with literally very little power that would be propped up by the worst parties in the world, the Remain Party and the Lib Dems, specifically to stop the one thing that those parties, those agents of austerity and egotism represent, which is stop Brexit. They still won't put him in power to achieve the one thing they say they care about. Disgusting and revealing. Friends don't let friends vote Lib Dem.
I'd also add, just I don't know if he got into it too, but if just to go on the hot take of Jeremy Corbyn's master plan, he has also dramatically democratized the Labour Party and pushed it much further to the left too. So that's a huge contribution that he's made, even if he doesn't end up becoming PM.
You just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.